Oh, yes, international breaks over. Finally, Derby County are back, and they're travelling to Millwall in an interesting away trip this weekend. Here to preview that are Darren and Peyton as we run another episode of Where Rams Walk. It's the quickest, most comprehensive view of all things Derby County on the internet. Let's chat Millwall.
Yes, we are Derby County, and we'll go straight back up.
Now, welcome back to Darren and Peyton. Looking forward to their trip to Millwall. How are you, fellas? Good?
Yeah,
good. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, just before the break, they bashed QPR, but away from home, Derby have been looking a little bit frail. So, Peyton, how's this one going to go?
Ideally, 5-0 win. More likely, probably going to lose. But going to be smart and safe. Probably. I think we're going to get something out of the game. Finally kick off our away form.
Neil Harris against Paul Warne isn't going to be a classic football encounter, is it, Darren?
No, I'm more optimistic than Peyton now. I think we're going to, I think we'll definitely draw. Definitely going to take a point. I think we might win. We could win.
All right, let's have a look at the squad then, and you can tell us your starting lineups. Let me just get that ram out of your face there, Peyton. And this was the starting lineup against QPR, Peyton. What needs to change? I mean, very often doesn't seem to change a winning side, but injuries aside, what would you start up at the Den or down at the Den? Sorry.
I think Mendez-Laing, I don't think he starts. I feel like he's been good for us, and obviously he's the captain. But it seems like he might be carrying some sort of injury, and hopefully the international break has done good for him. But if it hasn't, then Corey Blackett-Taylor's putting a couple of good performances off the bench, get him in, and maybe if Callum Elder's fit to start, him for Forsyth. But other than that, not much change.
Okay, Darren.
I agree. Maybe if Ozo's fit, we tried to shoehorn him in somewhere. But I agree with you. I agree with Peyton. Let's not maybe change a winning team.
Does he need to be a bit more positive away from home? We've spoken about this again against Blackburn, where you did equalise and then took your foot off the gas. You've been in all the away games. You've not been battered by anyone. Against Sunderland, you were well in the game before the goal. But again, is he just lacking a bit of positivity, Peyton?
I don't think so. I think it's honestly, we've played Freight about once this season. It was against Sunderland, who were top of the league. We didn't get battered by them, and we weren't out of the game. But I think we played 4 at the back. We've played a 4-3-3 pretty much every game this season, and we've been in the game the whole time. It's literally just got to be more clinical, and hopefully, a Jerry Yates goal can do a world of good for the whole team, I think, and he finds the back of the net.
Okay. After the Millwall game, folks, it's 10 games in, and you know what they say, after 10 games, you're allowed then to predict how the season is going to pan out. So I think you all put Derby down at 20th, 19th when the season started. Darren, what's your new prediction for where Derby are going to finish based on the season so far?
Okay, Mike, you can put money on this one. Derby are the most 12th place team you've ever seen. So we have scored 12 goals. We've conceded 12 goals. We got 12 points, and we're 12th. So for that reason, I'm going to go 12th.
Okay. I love your stats knowledge, Darren. It's better than any podcast I've ever met. Go on, Peyton. Any advances on 12?
Well, unfortunately for us, Preston North End exists, so we're not going to finish 12th. But I think I'm going to stick with what I said at the start of the season. I think we're going to finish 16th, and I'm going to take it.
All right, fair enough. Who's going to win? We've played some of the big boys so far. Who's impressed you the most? Who's going to win the championship? Darren?
I'm going to go for Sunderland. I think Bellingham's a good player, and I kind of almost feel like it's Sunderland's time. They seem to be trapped down in League One for forever, and they've come up. They're obviously a big team, massive support. So I'll go Sunderland.
Okay, Peyton.
I think it's going to be Sheffield United. I think they look quite good.
All right, fair enough. Drop in the comments below where you think Derby are going to finish, and of course you can predict who's going to win it as well. Right, you lot, enjoy your trip to Millwall. Be safe. We'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you on the other side of it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. We know it's short, we know it's brief, but we love making this content for you. And of course, next week we'll be chatting all things the Millwall result and looking ahead to Derby's fixtures towards the next international break. Cheers, Darren. Cheers, Peyton. And thank you for watching. See you next week.